Before the earth was fully formed, Archangel Michael was heaven's strongest warrior, given the job of protecting the divine order from chaos.
Archangel Saint Michael stands as the ultimate protector, a warrior who combats darkness so humanity doesn't have to. His presence is a reminder that in the cosmic battle between good and evil, we have a powerful ally. Michael, whose name means "who is like God," is not just a figure of spiritual warfare, but also a symbol of strength and hope for those who seek refuge from the darkness.
What if I told you that Archangel Michael is not just another angel, but the divine warrior assigned to protect God's people, lead heaven's armies, and stand against the forces of darkness? While most people picture angels as peaceful, glowing beings, Michael is something entirely different. He is a warrior, a commander, a defender of heaven's order. He is the angel who fights Satan himself, the angel who wages war in the spiritual realm, the angel who carries out God's divine justice. And his battles are not just ancient history, they are happening right now. Most people have heard of Michael, but very few truly understand his role. Why does he hold such a unique position among all the angels? What makes him stand apart from Gabriel, Raphael, or any of the others? Why is he the one angel given the responsibility of leading heaven's armies against the forces of hell? More importantly, is he still fighting battles today? If angels exist, is Michael still protecting believers, still standing in the gap, still waging war against the forces of darkness that threaten God's people? Because the more we understand about Michael, the more we understand the unseen war happening around us and the power of God's divine protection. If Michael is the strongest angel, the commander of heaven's armies, the one who stands against Satan himself, then where did he come from? Unlike humans, angels were never born. They don't have childhoods, they don't grow up, and they don't experience life the way we do. They were created by God, formed in an instant, perfect in power, each one with a purpose woven into their very existence. But when was Michael created? Was he always the warrior angel we know today, or did something change along the way? The Bible never gives us a precise moment when Michael came into existence, but we know this: before the foundations of the world were laid, before the first human ever walked the earth, before time itself began ticking, he was there. Job 38:7 describes a time when the angels, called the morning stars, shouted for joy as they witnessed God creating the universe. This means that Michael, along with all the other angels, existed before the world was even formed. He saw the creation of light. He saw the earth take shape. He saw the heavens stretched out like a vast canvas. And he stood among the celestial beings who praised God as the great architect of existence. But here's the real question: was Michael always a warrior? Or was he something else before the Great Rebellion? Many assume that Michael was created specifically for battle, but the Bible doesn't say that outright. What we do know is that there was no war in heaven at first. There was no need for an army because there was no enemy. Every angel, including Lucifer, once stood in perfect obedience, worshipping God in unbroken harmony. So if Michael is now known as the commander of heaven's armies, what changed? This is where the great mystery begins. Ancient texts outside of the Bible, such as the Book of Enoch and other Jewish writings, add even more depth to Michael's story. Some describe him as the high prince among the angels, the one who stands closest to God. Others say he was the guardian of righteousness, the one entrusted with enforcing divine justice. Some even suggest that Michael and Lucifer were once equals, both mighty princes in heaven, until the rebellion tore them apart. If that's true, then Michael's rise to power was not just a calling, it was a response to betrayal, a battle between two once great beings, now forever enemies.
Since their creation, he has taught us only to love. I cannot stop.
They brought this judgment upon themselves.
They are just lost. It is our place to guide them.